So yep, we have another slow week at the box office because of course the old movies that are releasing are non-franchise movies, and these movies don't really. Again, they already have the disadvantage of not being a part of a movie franchise, but also some of these movies that are releasing have very bad press going around about them. But the problem is there's really nothing else, so that's like your only choice is the non-franchise movies. So people are just gonna hold out until the big movies come out as well. So yeah, that first movie is Don't Worry Darling. All of the media kept saying this is a major movie, but it only made $19 million. So what? This is not a major movie. It only made $19 million, $40 million worldwide. So that means this movie isn't really doing too well. As well, but you say, but it is doing well. Okay, this movie needs to make around $87 million to break even. And considering this movie is hated by basically everybody in the cat and rock and pet rock, well, yeah, I don't think this movie is gonna make back its money. Okay, it doesn't even make that much money. But again, Don't Worry Darling is not a part of a franchise, and it's hated by people and the critics because a lot of people still take Rotten Tomatoes seriously. The complete buffoon, the complete joke of a site. People still take them seriously. So yep, Don't Worry Darling, not really doing too well. Next is The Woman King. This movie is still a box office failure. It has made $37 million on its second weekend, which is not too great. It has dropped smallly. I bet it's probably the Twitter people coming out to see the movie. To say, but we must see the movie, so we must not make Viola Davis cry. Like, no, they're not gonna make this movie make money, okay? This movie needs to make around $125 million, okay, to break even, okay? Yes, they have minimized the losses. Okay, they're gonna minimize the losses, but they're not gonna make money on this movie. Okay, I just don't see enough in the international market to really put a say in how this movie will do. Again, this has a scattered international market. And apparently, the DC League of Super Pets did as well. But yeah, The Woman King. Oh no! DC League of Super Pets didn't have a scattered international market. That movie's just a box office flop regardless. Next is Avatar's release. Yeah, I think I have to update Avatar's numbers now. But yeah, will Avatar make $3 billion at the box office? I think they already they're not releasing it in China again. But yeah, I don't think it will make $3 billion. Okay, $10 million and around the similar amount in international numbers. I don't think Avatar 2 will make the same amount as the first movie did. I'm sorry, Avatar worshippers. Okay, and they were mocking this re-release like it's Avatar, see it again, watch it again, and it only made it much to $10 million, which is still really impressive for a movie that's readily available on streaming, that is readily available on DVD, Blu-ray. It has been out on TV for such a long time, so there is some fan base that does exist for Avatar. But will it be enough to make Avatar 2 to be the best-selling movie of the year? We'll wait to see. Again, Avatar 2, there's a lot of factors. It's a new movie. It could be woke, where it could be, where it's again knowing Disney it's gonna be woke. And it might be a completely garbage movie. Okay. Yeah. Because James Cameron, not every one of his movies have been a success. Look at Terminator, The Dark Fate, whatever it was called. I know he didn't direct that movie, but he still written that movie as well. So yeah, he's still written Terminator Dark Fate. Okay. And that movie was a complete train wreck. Next is Barbarian. Again, another non-franchise movie. This movie has made money. So, good job for Disney. You have made your third successful movie this year. Congratulations, Disney. You made your third successful movie this year. Okay. Your third successful movie. This movie's not gonna make that much money for Disney as well. It's gonna probably make at the end of its box office one probably about 8 to 10 million. So yeah, this movie will make money for Disney. So yeah. Next is Pearl. Again, apparently this is a part of the X franchise as well. Yeah, it is a part of the X franchise. But yeah, no one cares about this movie basically, despite it being a part of a franchise, which X didn't really do too well either. that released earlier this year, you know, they really sort of not released another X movie franchise movie so early. But yep, apparently they're turning X into a franchise, which means it's A24's first franchise. But again, A24 really has no really is like an independent movie creator. So yep, next to see how they want another movie that nobody really cares about. This movie doesn't have a budget, so we can't really track this movie. So yeah, this movie didn't really do too well. But we don't know the budget for this movie. But $10 million is not too good, basically. And also, that's also another Disney movie as well. Okay, Searchlight. That was Fox Searchlight, but now Disney owns it, so it's turned into Searchlight. So yeah, next is Bull Train. This movie has become a successful movie, which I thought a lot of people thought wouldn't happen, but the rigs really did help. The international rigs really helped. This movie's gonna probably hit around $100 million domestically, which again is very good news for a movie that isn't a part of a franchise. You know, which shows that hey, movies don't have to be a part of a franchise to make money. They don't have to be a part of a movie franchise as well. And they tried to advertise the hell out of this. This is the one movie, you know. I think same thing with Elvis, which a lot of people wanted to go see because as despite not being the next Jurassic Park movie, the next Minions, the next Marvel and DC movies, the next John Wick, the next Rocky movie. I'm not talking about other franchises that we. The next Halloween, the next big draw movie. Okay, it did really well despite not being a part of the big draw movies. So yep, that is about Bullet Train's box office here. Next is DC Go Super Pets again. Just because something's part of a franchise doesn't mean it'll make money, okay? And it seems that it's mostly doing horribly in the animation department again. Most of this movie's money has been taken by Minions: The Rise of Gru. Okay, Minions: The Rise of Gru is the reason why this movie is a failure. Okay, especially internationally, because this movie so at least done well internationally, but nobody, because of course people love dogs. People love dogs, but it isn't successful enough. And again, this movie looks really why do we have a DC League of Super Pets movie? Why do we have a DC League of Super Pets movie? Why did we need a DC League of Super Pets? Oh, the thing is officially fall. Yeah, officially fall now. Yep, it is. The solstice has passed a couple days ago. But yeah, DC League of Super Pets, again, another movie that nobody cares about. Okay, no one is watching this. Nobody cares, okay, about this movie. I'm not saying nobody cares. It still made $90 million domestically and $95 million. But yeah, as Final Fight, they say, they'll say, what is this for? Okay, animated movies could do well. Okay, Minions: Rise of Gru made $900 million. We haven't got to $9 million of Minions: Rise of Gru, but that movie made $900 million. Okay, Lightyear didn't make money because it was woke. Okay, woke movies don't make money. Okay, which is shown by Lightyear. Nobody cares about woke garbage that nobody watches. Okay, DC Super Pets, nobody wanted to watch it because Minions. Okay, people wanted to see the Minions instead of this movie. Okay, so that means it joins the list of box office flops of the year. Yep, it joins the list of box office flops. I don't think it's gonna make that much more money. It is having pretty good rigs, but it's not doing too well. Next is Top Gun Maverick. Yep, this movie is still in the charts. Meanwhile, Jurassic World, Lightyear, and Ford and Thunder are no longer making money. Well, this movie still is. So yeah, we still have to talk about it. So yeah, this movie is still. There was a possibility it might still be in the next weekend's box office. But yeah, this movie has made. Will it make the $500 million mark? That would be pretty interesting to see. Will it make the $1.5 billion mark? $1.5 billion mark? Okay. But even if it doesn't, it's still extremely impressive. It also passed the extremely overrated movie Frozen 2. Okay, which is yet another overrated Disney pile of garbage. Yeah, and yeah, this is a all-time highest grossing movies of all time. Yeah, Top Gun. It passed Frozen 2. Overrated movie. It's not gonna pass the Lion King remake, unfortunately, which does not deserve $1.6 billion. Okay, it does not deserve to be in the top 10 highest selling movies of all time. Okay, considering how bad of a movie it was, it really shows that that Disney can just pull on the heartstrings of people, and they'll watch the same garbage movies over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, you know. Hey, what a complete garbage movie. Yeah, Top Gun's complete garbage movie that no one cares about. Okay, and yeah, Top Gun did not pass Avatar at the box office domestically. It did pass Black Panther, another overrated Disney movie, as well. It passed the overrated Incredibles 2, which is an extremely overrated movie. Someone really said they will never talk to me again because I said The Incredibles 2 is garbage. Yep, I have said the first one is garbage too. I still think it is garbage. Both of the movies suck. Okay, both of the movies are complete garbage. I don't care how many times they say it was a part of my childhood. You're not changing my opinion. Next is Minions: The Rise of Gru. Yep, this movie has made $119 million, despite people saying that animated movies don't make money. Despite people saying that animated movies do not make money. It is disappointing. It did not do as well in the international sales, which is why it did not make $1 billion. It didn't do as well as Despicable Me 3 and Minions, but it shows that there was still a massive audience for Minions and Despicable Me franchise. The fact that it can pull $900 million when people were saying that this was gonna flop, this was gonna lose money, this was gonna underperform, but they're gonna say, White Year was gonna make $100 million. They say White Year made was going to make $100 million, but they said this was gonna make $50 million, and then White Year made $50 million, and this made $100 million for its weekend. So yeah, and White Year continued to do a big movie each weekend afterwards. So yep, next is The Invitation. This movie has made a profit. It has pretty good ratings for a movie that only opened to 6 million. So yeah, this movie has eats its way to profitability, which is surprising considering its poor opening as well. But yep. We also have Moonrake's Daydream, which I never heard of this movie before. But yeah, this movie doesn't have a budget, so we're not tracking it. I do not know the budget for this movie. Same thing, I'm not tracking the Indian movie either. Bharat Part 1 Siva. This movie is, of course, a box office flop. Again, it seems that no matter where this movie premieres, nobody has any interest in seeing it. It's just, this movie is like the cost of like $40 million to make, and it only made $40 million. They don't spend so much money on these movies, especially if people don't care about it. Okay, it's the most expensive Indian movie in history, but no one went to go see it. So yeah. Also, we have Beast, which I didn't even update the numbers for that movie, but made $57 million. Any updates basically about this video? Goodbye.